most common reason for a tank failure is heater failure, either on or off. Standard glass heaters, while affordable, commonly fail in the on position, which, if not attached to a controller, will continuously heat your tank and kill your livestock. And in those winter months, a failed heater can almost certainly mean a cold tank and hence livestock death. I'd reckon that most hobbyists today have some sort of redundancy built into their heating system, whether that's a second backup heater or some sort of temperature controller. But there is only one manufacturer that takes redundancy to the next level. The innovative marine Helio heating system is more than just your average controller. You have two separate products to choose from, either the standalone universal controller or the entire PTC heating system. The universal controller will work similarly to those other controllers such as Inkbird or Finex. It comes with the circuit board processor controller, titanium remote temperature sensor with magnetic mount, and two power lines to connect your heating elements of choice. The Helio PTC, or positive temperature coefficient, is another beast entirely. It comes with a controller and titanium remote sensor with magnetic mount, but it also comes with one or two titanium heating elements depending on your tank needs. But these aren't your average titanium heating elements, but we'll get to that shortly. Let's jump back to the universal controller and flesh this out a bit more first. The innovative marine Helio universal controller can connect to one or two heating elements with a total combined power input of 1000 watts. The controller itself is easy to use and comes preset to 77 degrees Fahrenheit with an alarm setting for 74 degrees and 80 degrees. That means for most of us, we won't have to change any of the settings. After calibration, if you like different temperature settings, you can go anywhere from 59 to 95 degrees with an alarm range of 57 to 93 degrees. The extra long 8-foot sensor cable handily attaches to your aquarium or sump with the magnetic bracket and is strong enough for glass up to 1/2 inch thick. The audible alarm is quite loud, but can easily be turned off with the switch on the side. The beauty of this universal controller is you get to choose your heating elements. While the controller itself adds a significant layer of redundancy, you can add more layers of redundancy depending on the heaters you choose. For example, if you have two Jaeger glass heaters, you have a backup in case one of them fails. But if you add a Finex titanium heater with a controller, then you've just doubled your redundancy. While I personally think that the Helio universal controller is great for almost all situations, the PTC heating system offers a layer of redundancy that doesn't exist anywhere else in the hobby. Before I tell you about it, please note that the PTC heating elements only work with the PTC controller, not the universal controller. Alright, the PTC heating system comes with a controller and temperature sensor, but also one or two titanium heating elements with acrylic mounts. Although these heating elements may look like your standard titanium heater, they're a bit different. All other titanium heaters turn on and they turn off, so they require a controller to regulate the temperature. So if something goes haywire and one of those other titanium heaters is left on, it'll just keep heating up the aquarium water. But not the Helio PTC smart heating element. Inside each heating element is a solid state ceramic chip that is programmed to reach a predetermined temperature. So let's say you have your Helio controller set to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Then during a water change, you accidentally bump the temperature sensor without your knowledge and it slightly pokes above the water line. Then you have to leave for the day for work or maybe run several errands, and while you're gone, the temperature controller is reading the ambient temperature in your cabinet stand, not the water temperature. Maybe you have your alarm set for 74 degrees, but the air temperature inside the cabinet is 75 degrees, so you don't have any warning. But your Helio controller now thinks that the water temperature is only 75 degrees, so it flips on the heating element. But the problem is the heating element won't turn off because the temperature sensor is actually reading the air temperature and not the water temperature. But if you are using the PTC smart titanium heating elements, you just saved your entire tank. Why? Because the solid state ceramic chip inside your heating element is set to 77 degrees, which means that even though the controller thinks your water is only 75 degrees, the heating element itself is resistant to overheating. If you were using a standard titanium heater with universal controller, you would have likely cooked your livestock and never even known it. The Helio PTC heating system comes in 8 different sizes from 100 to 1000 watts, meant for tanks from 10 to 250 gallons. A 1-element system will work just fine, but consider purchasing a 2-element system for added redundancy. I have used the Helio PTC heating system on my water box frag tank for almost a year now, and I love it. Whether the universal controller or the PTC heating system better suits your needs, you're not going to go wrong either way. Click here to set up your innovative marine Helio system, and as always everyone, thanks for watching, happy reefing, be well, we'll see you next time.